Good evening, everyone, and I'm truly happy you're here today. Today, I want to talk about something I believe many women feel, but very few dare to say out loud. Maybe you have been to therapy. Maybe you have read the books. Maybe you have cried, forgiven, and finally understood your past and your wounds. And yet, you still feel like something is missing. Not because you haven't healed, but because you still don't feel truly free. Let me ask you something. How many times have you felt like you finally got your life back, only for an unexpected bill to arrive, an emergency to happen, or simply the thought of waking up tomorrow for a job that drains you? And suddenly, all that inner peace disappears. Because when survival is still your everyday reality, your nervous system struggles to believe you're actually safe. And that's a connection many of us never make. We assume we didn't do therapy the right way. We think we haven't tried hard enough, or that we are simply not healed enough. But often, that's not the real issue. The problem isn't that you are not healing. The problem is that every single month you are still fighting to survive. And as long as your life depends on making it through the month financially, your body stays in survival mode. That was one of the biggest lessons I have learned over the past few years. I realized that no matter how much inner work I did, every financial decision was still driven by fear. And it is incredibly difficult to feel genuinely free when fear is making your choices for you. Then one day, I understood something that changed everything. Emotional healing and financial freedom are not competing paths. They complement each other. Healing gives you space to dream. Financial independence gives you the freedom to choose. Healing helps you stop living in the past. Income gives you the opportunity to create a different future. Because when you no longer have to say, I'm staying because I have no other choice, that's when life truly begins to change. And I want to be very clear about something. I'm not saying money heals trauma. It doesn't. What I am saying is that when you create more choices in your life, you also create more space for healing to flourish. Because you're no longer spending all your energy trying to survive. I remember how every decision I made used to begin with one question. Can I afford it? Instead of, what do I really want? That wasn't freedom. That was fear management. When I decided to build a second source of income, my bank account didn't change overnight. But something much more important did. I started feeling like I had options, like I was creating a different future. And as time went on, I noticed something remarkable. I began making decisions with less fear and more trust in myself. Because for the first time, I felt like I was holding the steering wheel of my own life. And that's what I want to leave you with today. This isn't just about money. It's about choices. It's about dignity. It's about time. It's about freedom. That's why lately I have chosen to talk not only about healing, but about rebuilding life as a whole, learning valuable skills, creating income, having guidance, being part of a supportive community, building something that's truly your own at your own pace. That's also why I talk about SMGB. Not because I believe it's a magic solution, but because I believe that when a woman gains knowledge, support, and the ability to create her own income, she gains something far more valuable. She gains choices. And when you have choices, you finally begin to live. So I'd like to leave you with one final thought. Healing isn't only about repairing your past. It's also about creating a future where you no longer have to keep returning to survival mode. If today's live gave you even one new perspective, I'd love to know. Leave me a comment and tell me which sentence stayed with you the most. And if you know someone who needs to hear this message today, please share it with them. It might be exactly what they need right now. And if you can't always join my live sessions, don't worry. I am gradually uploading them to my YouTube channel so you can watch them whenever it suits you. Subscribe to the channel, follow me for more content about healing, personal growth, and financial independence, and help these messages reach people who may feel alone today. Thank you so much for being here. Take care, and I'll see you next time.